Yo, 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 what's good with it? Oh, so dope live reloaded, aka OSD live reloaded. We back with another live stream. This time, we gonna react to some music that I did in the catalog. One of my favorite projects that I did, comprised of beats that I thought was just super cold, that I wanted to put some lyrics to. So, if you're watching it, if you're watching, be prepared for the experience. I'm gonna make sure I get a good sound check on this first before we start. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. My bad, y'all. But like I was saying, a favorite project of mine that I did back in 2021, when COVID hit pretty heavy, I decided to write. Now, in this particular situation, I definitely was sick. And I was off for a few at the job at my job at that time. I was off, for those few weeks because of the corona. I'll just say the C virus, because I don't know how sensitive YouTube is with the buzzwords and stuff. So I'll just say C virus. It put me down for a few weeks, and when I was able to get my strength back from it, I started writing because I had nothing but time to think. So being that I had time to think, initially I got time to write. So being that I had time to write, I just went on ahead and did what I did, and these tunes is what came from being down from being sick. Michael Ben in the building. What's good, Michael Ben?
Factuals.
Michael Ben in the building, man. Appreciate everybody that's been supporting me, man. It's dope. Okay. Definitely appreciate that. All right. So this project, like I said, is called Quarantine Clean from 2021, where you're going to hear in some of the lyrics I'm referencing 2020, of course, the year where you're supposed to see things clear, when in all actuality, I believe that 2024, this year, is where I've seen a lot of things very clear, which I've done nothing but a lot of thinking. Didn't have much time to jot down stuff that I wanted to write, but now I'm getting back into writing mode, which is why, if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of referencing the music again. I'm kind of, getting inspired again to pick up the pen and share my thoughts with you all. So, needless to say, this project right here was the result of course, being down from the C virus and just sharing my thoughts with the pen and pad. So, enjoy and let me know what you think too while I play these tunes. We're going to run through the whole project. Of course, I'm gonna give my insight on what I was thinking when I wrote this song, and of course, a little bit of breakdown on lyrics as well. And you let me know too what you think. This first track right here is called Hennessy Fine Beach, and the instrumental is from Dom Kennedy featuring Currency, and that particular song was called Hennessy Beach. And the reason why I called it Hennessy Fine Beach is because I was able to, when I had a job assignment in Hanya, Greece, and after we finished our job out there, we had a little leisure time we had to play with, and I decided to go out in town and be amongst the people of Greece, and going into their shops and seeing all the different things that they had in their supermarkets and stuff. And one of the markets in particular that I went to was a liquor market, where they had all this imported alcohol, stuff that you couldn't get in the US. It was overseas. So I saw Hennessy Fine, and I was like, yo, I gotta get that. And the people that I was with, the people that I was working with, some of them was with me too, that had already been to Greece, and they was like, yeah, this is something that you want to get. You want to get the Hennessy Fine. Because at first I was hearing about white Hennessy, like that was the thing. White Hennessy, when you go to the Caribbeans, you got to get white Hennessy. White Hennessy is something that you got to have. That's what they was telling me. So I was like, all right, we'll go ahead and do that then. We'll get the white Hennessy and see, where we go from there. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Make sure I centered the chat. Appreciate that, Michael Ben. Thank you, bro.
Factuals.
Yeah, I definitely had fun making this project, but yeah. So, the guy I was with, that I was working with, he went and bought a case. He brought a case of Hennessy Fine, and I was like, okay, this must be the real deal if bruh going in here to buy the case. I went in and just bought me a few bottles. I didn't realize, it was a dead stock for it. So I say all that to say that particular moment when I was introduced to Hennessy Fine, I had to write a song about it, and it's definitely smoother to me. It's smoother than white Hennessy. A lot of people like Hennessy white. It's all right. It's actually, to me, more harsh than the Hennessy VS. But Hennessy Fine to me is way much smoother, especially if you not too much on the rocks. As a matter of fact, you want it chilled. You don't want to disrespect the Hennessy Fine with ice and water down, your drink. So you want to actually get it on chill and then enjoy. You don't want to spoil it with ice. So this is Hennessy Fine Beach by yours truly. Let's go. Shit, now that I think about it, baby, the price of sauce has gone up. But I'm already telling you some shit you already know. You're supposed to get on my supplies last. But you already knew that. You know how I give it up, baby. Chef Stuff. And this is Quarantine Clean. Something slight. I got some veggies imported from Portland. I Clyde to Clyde Drexler, making a nigga orbit. My face screwed up, it got me looking like Norbert. I couldn't wait to pull them up temples out of storage. Life's really great, 2020 was cool. Some would disagree, but I understand why you do. I'm so blessed to be here, maybe you should be too. It's a lot of things on the horizon, I ain't lying. Can't get caught up in that, I need the vet. I put some more ends to the side, then I'll be set. If someone spews hate before love, they're a hater. I want so much chicken like Feather and Finnicator. My whole event, where I'm flies the fuck at. With suede loafers rocking a silk and baby doll match. My voice fits so well on this beat, the perfect match. Organic eggs for breakfast, my brother's chickens that hatch. Now everybody's gonna understand this cool shit. It's like my words wrapped around in satin on some smooth shit. shit. If a saxophone was a person, that is I. No lies, I'm soothing off one try, baby. Don't fuck around with them fuck arounds. The ones that try to be so down, they be the biggest clowns. Hennessy cold, dope vibrations. Good things are to come. Have patience. I mean that shit too, baby. I know you feel that. Yeah, as you can see, I chose that beat because, first of all, one of my favorite instrumentals is the saxophone. Like that's why I love jazz so much. Of course, I love the other instruments that go into, you know, the actual scoring of jazz music, but the saxophone is just one of the most influential parts of jazz to me. Is pleasant on the ear, and I always, you know, reference, you know, my style of writing and my delivery of when I record as to a saxophone. You know, I always try to make sure that my lyrics and how I craft songs and stuff that is pleasing to the ear, because if it's not pleasing to the ear, you know, right away people wouldn't listen to you. So, you know, that's why, you know, I chose that instrumental in particular, because it had a saxophone lead throughout, you know, the progress of the beat, and I was just like, man, that's fire. And of course, when I heard Dom and Currency, you know, do their thing on that instrumental, I was like, yeah, that's a crazy beat. It's just real crazy. You know, you can really get your thoughts off, and you know, my type of writing style is structured in a way that an instrumental crafted like that, my flow would complement that. So that was Hennessy Fine Beach. The next song, sorry, just bear with me, y'all. Okay. So this next song is by Mindsign. This next song is by Mindsign. And originally it's called Where You Are. The name of the song is Where You Are, capital U, capital R, and it's by Mindsign. MNDSGN, Mindsign. Pick and Choose in the building. What's going on, Pick and Choose?
Factuals.
Yeah, so give me just a second, y'all. I want to make sure the audio's good. Okay, the audio sounds good on my end, but I think what I'm going to do is turn down the volume on the music, because it seemed like it's a bit distorted, and I don't like distortion. I want y'all to be able to hear everything clear and you understand what I'm saying. But this next song right here is titled Listen Love, and it's the instrumental from the group Mindsign, and the original song is called Where You Are. pussy get to talking, baby. And you know I'm ready to make a movie, baby. I'm so ready, love, I can't wait. Your pussy, my entree, I'm scraping the plate. Every time you turn around, I'm talking about sexing you. Send you nasty pics anytime I'm texting you. What nasty, damn right, I admit it. That little pussy fit perfect when I hit it. Every single stroke that I take, you gon' love it. You callin' on God, you gon' need him while I punish. Beatbox, call me Dougie. Got your legs shaking, babe, I'm tryna make you love me. This shit's so dangerous, damn, this so intoxicating, ain't it? We'll make a masterpiece, perfect painting. I'm tryna be wherever you are, I ain't waiting. Ooh, I mean that shit too, baby. And that song Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right, so the history with that joint, like I said, that's from Mind Sign, where you are, wherever you are, by the group Mind Sign. That's where that instrumental was that I wrote this song called Listen Love. I titled it Listen Love. As you can see, it's a straight up bop, straight up groove, feel good, a dope track right away. When I heard the beat, I was like, yeah, I gotta write to that. So, you know, that's when I be saying like instrumentals or beats and stuff should write the song, I really mean that. Like, if you just writing just to force, okay, this word rhyme with this and this word should rhyme with this, or I should say this because I think this way, a lot of, like, no, you should be able, everything should spill out. Everything should just spill out organically, and however it hits the masses is how it hit. And that's how I write my music. You know, if I ain't feeling it organically, I'm not going to write it, or I'm not going to force it. Or if I feel like I force writing a song, I'm not going to put it out until I'm actually satisfied with the product. In this song in particular, you know, that instrumental spoke to me and everything else followed. I'm so ready, love, I can't wait. Your pussy, my entree, I'm scraping the plate. Now every time I turn around, talk about sex and you. I'm sorry, I forgot. Every time I turn around talking about sex and you, seeing nasty pics anytime I'm texting you, I'm nasty. Damn right, I admit it. That little pussy fit perfect when I hit. Like, yeah, like that. Like everything that I was writing, you know, it just went with that beat, man. And the beat would just, it would just compliment. And what I like about that instrumental too is that it just have one of those feel good 1970s ambiances to it. So that's another thing. That's another reason why I enjoy writing that. So that song was titled Listen Love. Beatbox, call me Dougie. Got your legs shaking cause I'm trying to make you love me. This shit so dangerous. Damn, this so intoxicating, ain't it? We'll make a masterpiece, perfect painting. I'm trying to be wherever you are. I ain't waiting. Ooh. Boy, man. So, number 3, I kept the title the same. Well, I called it Close to Me. I titled this song Close to Me, and originally the song is by what's the artist's name? I cannot think of her name. You don't really hear too much. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. Dreezy. So it was Dreezy, and I believe Rick Ross featured on this particular song. And the name of her song was Close to You, but I just titled it Close to Me when I wrote it. So, but here's this song. Hey, yo, this one of them things, baby. I know you can already tell because of how good it feel. You know. And if you know, you know. This is Quarantine Clean, baby. You right here chilling with me. You know I like that about you. I really do. She fell in love with a trill one. Ooh, I'm the one that made her feel something. Kiss you all over cause you sweet. I get my tongue involved, slow licking on you. Got you gushy, ain't no time for running. Baby, don't you know I love to swim laps? Give you back shots, I love to make your ass clap. I wanna stare your macaroni, call me Tony. Put that velvet in the front, the Hennessy just make me honey. But that tequila, shit, we going extra far. X videos gon' love this, I'll be your porn star. I'll do that thing you love, put them legs up above. Let me go deep so I can show you what I reach. I know you wanna get so close to me. Reverse cowgirl till you come on my D. As I pull your hand, call you my little freak. Shit, I'm about to come, let me fill you up with my cream. That feel good, that extra agua. Only word you can't say to me is nada, mama. I hate to see that sweat go to waste while it trickles down. Let me lick it clean off your face. I told you once before, make a mess on my beard. Then I'ma take my tongue and eat up all that glaze that you smeared. It's so delicious and nutritious, baby. You are my kitchen, let's Christian every room inside this place. The neighbors gon' listen.
And you ain't gotta worry when you with me. I vibe with your mental because you get me. And whenever you want me, you can hit me. I'll be there in a minute, boy, I'm trying to get close to you. To you. Oh, anything you want, I got it. In my feelings, boy, I'm so about you. I just wanna get to know your body. Baby, anything goes when I'm trying to get close to you. To you. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, as y'all can see, another saxophone instrumental. I told y'all I love saxophones. And again, straight up groove. Y'all see where my head was at during this whole COVID thing, what my mind was on. Hey, yo, I'm sitting back here listening to these songs and I'm like, yo, I see where my head was at and what I was on the whole time. I'm up here trying to get better. That's where my mind was at. You know, I'm up there scribbling about it. Like, yeah, you know, that was on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm listening to all these different grooves and these different types of songs. I would listen to a lot of other different songs too. You know, that was more so the inspiration to me writing Quarantine Clean. And but you see where my mind was at if you just listening to the lyrics and stuff. Like that's what I was on. So yeah, man, that one right there was by Dreezy. I think it was featuring Rick Ross, and the name of her song was called Close to You. I just titled it Close to Me. Just letting Shorty know, you know what I'm saying, what's on my mind. She fell in love with a trail one. I'm the one that made her feel something, kiss you all over. Yeah, as y'all can see, that's where my mind was at. You know, I'm up there trying to get better, but my mind's somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we already 3 down. Again, this particular project is so we already 3 down. Again, this particular project is available on my music channel, my YouTube music channel, Steph is Dope, which is tagged in this particular live stream right here. So you can hear this project for yourself up there for your listening experience. I'm just reacting to it and giving you all my thoughts of what went into actually making the songs that I did, and, you know, giving a few bar breakdowns, but pretty much, you know, what I say, I mean what I say what I mean. But, you know, a lot went into that. And that Dreezy song in particular, that Close to You song, was, when it came out, I was just like, man, this joint is crazy. This is a crazy song. Like, this joint is hella dope. Like, I knew right away I had to write to it. Like, I knew right away I had to write to it. So, you know, again, another saxophone style beat that I know I had to write to. And when I heard it, I was like, I can hear so many artists writing to this. And then when I found out when Rick Ross was up there, I was like, yeah, this sounds like something Rick Ross, that instrumental itself sound like something Rick Ross would do. They say Luxurious Ross. You got Trap Ross and then you got Luxurious Ross. I definitely heard Luxurious Ross on that one. Next selection. This song is called Hoovin' To. The original song is by Westside Gunn. And it's featuring Currency and Benny the Butcher. And the original song was called Lucha Bros, named after the WCW tag team. And when I heard that beat, I was just like, man, this joint is crazy. I didn't even want to, like, when I heard that instrumental, the pen was just moving. It was just moving. I'm talking about, I'm going in just. And I actually played this particular song on my show. So those that's watching right now, you probably heard this song already. But this song was part of the Quarantine Clean project that I did back in 2021. So if you're familiar with it, feel free to sing along then. And if you haven't heard it, please enjoy. And again, I'm doing this live stream because I like to hear your thoughts and your critiques as well. Let's get into that. That 2K server down right now. I feel like it's a better time to do it. Makes sense anyway. Baby, did you pour that for me? Oh, yeah. Thank you, baby.
Kisses from my missus, I made it back. From a long journey, I made some racks. Fresh cut lemons in my lemonade. That goes well with the Hennessy, that's a fact. My game cold below freezing point, baby. Gonna need to wear fur for conversations with me. One spray, two sprays, get away from me. YSL cologne, that be the scent that got her digging me. They all clowns, they all jokes, baby, that's their purpose. If Ringling Brothers out of service, cool, they the circus. Everyone that you encounter, G, is not real. Just like every bud you smoke, it's not that Cali kill. Everybody got runt stuffed inside their blunts. If that's the case, then where that Reggie at, that pack a punch, stupid. Do you listen or you just skim through it? Miami freeze frame some pics, I'm looking like some cooler. Flow like water, H2O flow.
Y'all, I was going crazy on this, y'all. Do y'all hear what the young man is saying up here? I was going absolutely crazy on this. Man, I gotta bring this. This is one of my favorites right here, y'all. I'm sorry. That 2K server down right now. Like it's a better time to do it. Makes sense anyway. Baby, did you pour that for me? Oh, yeah. Thank you, baby.
Kisses from my missus, I made it back. From a long journey, I made some racks. Fresh cut lemons in my lemonade. That goes well with the Hennessy, that's a fact. My game cold below freezing point, baby. Gonna need to wear fur for conversations with me. One spray, two sprays, get away from me. YSL cologne, that be the scent that got her digging me. They all clowns, they all jokes, baby, that's their purpose. If Ringling Brothers out of service, cool, they the circus. Everyone that you encounter, G, is not real. Just like every bud you smoke, it's not that Cali kill. Everybody got runt stuffed inside their blunts. If that's the case, then where that Reggie at, that pack a punch, stupid. Do you listen or you just skim through it? Miami freeze frame some pics, I'm looking like some cooler. Flow like water, H2O fluid. I can show Bobby Boucher how the water whip to this music.
Do you listen or you just skim through it? My auntie freeze frame some pics, I'm looking like some coolant. My auntie freeze frame some pics. I'm looking like some cool. I'm so cold, I'm looking like some coolant. Flow like water, H2O fluent. I can show Bobby Boucher how to water whip to this music. Oh, God. Oh man, it gives you chills.
Bet this, Jerome in the house pimping. I blew a box out, should get the benefits from limping. I write encryption with my vision, precision. Pen like a knife, a lyrical incision. Going back and forth, I maintain my sanity. Sip a few mimosas underneath a cool canopy. Mad at me, how can you be? Makes no sense. I love the fishbowl, but Sylvia could use tents. Nigga, chicken adobo with some apple juice. That shit a pocket, I ain't lying, fool, I'm convinced. They try to hold you back for getting one thing. What's meant for you is just for you, can't block my blessings. Feeling blessed while I'm wiping off my pinky rings. Peace shit, I move in the grand scheme of things. Nowadays I upgraded my life. I'm still the same stuff, I'm just improving my life. Yeah, I stated it twice. For the ones in the back, you gotta grow, cause if you don't, then you ain't doing shit right. I still put out that energy that most of y'all feel. So if y'all feel it 9 times out of 10, then it's real. Life's good, I can't complain. But if I did, who will listen? That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That right there is called Juventud. And the reason why I named it Juventud, one of my favorite luchador wrestlers from WCW. And Westside Gunn already titled his track Lucha Bros. So it was rightfully so that I just went on ahead and titled that one Juventud. Because all I did was just flip bars in that particular song anyway. You know, just down to the word play, down to the structure, the format, the pockets of flows that I got into in this particular record. I enjoyed everything about this song from beginning to the end. You know, you can always write a song and have an idea of how you want it to sound, but when you record it and it comes out the exact way that you want it to sound, man, it's nothing better than that. It's nothing better than a well executed plan. And that song in particular came out right exactly the way I wanted it to be. Kisses from my missus, I made it back. From a long journey, I made some racks. Charles Adderley in the building. What's good, Charles?
Factuals.
Appreciate you pulling up, G. Now, this next song is called Lavender Rain. And it's on a very, very popular instrumental that we all know. And the instrumental that I speak of is Shaquille O'Neal and B.I.G. song You Can't Stop the Rain. Very popular instrumental, you know, so I had to write something to it. And I actually was writing this, I had made this song before, I think it was BFM, I believe, that they was using this particular song for. But I had already wrote this song because I always thought this beat was just fire. Shaq went off, Biggie definitely went off. But classic song that's ingrained in hip hop, you know, made by an athlete. Because, you know, it's a lot of athletes that make music and have other talents outside of, you know, playing sports. And Shaq was one to make a record like this and sell records too. Shaq sold records. But this song in particular, you know, is one that's ingrained in hip hop, and I just had to write to the instrumental. So we're gonna pull that up. Here we go. I'm gonna actually see if, okay, hold on. 6.
In my vision, let me book my flight overseas in the desert, camelback riding. Then I froze, struck a pose, then I'm backsliding. Oh yeah, it's that cool nigga making some waves, and I ain't worried about that petty shit. I'm trying to get paid. I love my sneakers, every one that I own. Fuck posting all them shits. I ain't trying to get lit or trying to get jugged or making it easy for a nigga to just spot me and just do something greasy. Nigga gotta move smart when you out in the public. I maintain what I gain, so I'm able to function. You can't stop the rain. Times was hard, but that's all changed. I rock 3 chains and do my dance. Got that broccoli lit, cause I'm the man. Yes, Lord, I understand I'm being observed. Will keep watching as I flourish, and that's true to my word. Never sweat a bathing Nate hairband catch it. My uncle told me that he loved my work and he was matching it. I be always stacking shit, I be always racking shit. Get your credit straight so it ain't hard for you to have shit. Real rap, if you don't feel that, you type whack. Probably square or lame, something like that.
Classic instrumental, classic song. Definitely had to pay homage to that instrumental. Like I said, what Shaquille O'Neal and Biggie did was ingrain a song in hip hop history forever. That will forever be one of my favorite Shaq songs. You know, Shaq be going off too, man. Lyrically, Shaq be really going off for sure. You know, but that one in particular, one of my favorite records, you know, and Biggie, you know, gonna be Biggie. You know, the lyricism on that particular song is so crazy, man. And, you know, my choice of words that I use for that one, you know, it just a lime to a lemon, but that ain't Sprite. Got Dubai in my vision, let me book my flight. Like, it just, that's why when I say like songs should write themselves, y'all, like the energy, you should be able to feel it. Just by the energy, you should be able to feel it. And I had a blast writing that. Like, Camelback riding, so I struck a pose, then I'm backsliding. Oh yes, that cool nigga making some waves, and I ain't worried about that petty shit. I'm trying to get paid. Like, songs should just spill out, like, organically. Songs should just write themselves organically. If you're an artist, you understand what I mean by that. So that song was titled Lavender Rain, lavender being one of my favorite colors, and I spelt rain REIGN because, you know, you should always want to reign supreme in whatever it is that you do in life. Never let anybody tell you who you are as a person. You should reign supreme in whatever it is that you want to do in life. And the instrumental, like I said, was from Shaquille O'Neal's song, Don't Stop the Rain, which I believe he spelt rain the same way. REIGN. Now, the last song on this project is titled 93 Octane, and it is the instrumental from Currency's song, well, Currency's collaboration with DJ Fresh, and they did a song called Round 3 Times. And I titled this song 93 Octane because it's just high gas. It's just high gas. It's high gas. So let's get into that. It's just high gas, man. And that is the song that I used to end the Quarantine Clean project. 93 Octane. Again, instrumental by Currency and DJ Fresh. Round 3 Times. As y'all can see, real jazzy. This tape, if you really like listen to all the songs that I've did on this particular project, it was more of a feel good tape. Something real chill, you know, just lay back, relax, you know, just catch a zone, catch a vibe, and just chill out for real. Real P, just something real P, you know, and that's usually how I try to keep it with the music that I do. Of course, I tailor it around, you know, my thoughts at that time, but beat selection is everything. Word selection is everything. And if you got those two, you got a recipe for a great song or a great project. And again, having the ability to write is not easy. You know, the way the world is now, where anybody can just pick up their phone and just make up a song, you know, that's where we at now. And people have a short attention span now. It's the quicker the world moves. So, you know, you got to find different outlets that work for you and it's conducive to what it is you're trying to do. And with this particular project, it was just me wanting to get my thoughts out there and in the best way I could in a mixtape type fashion. And it just be real P. That's it, for real. You know, something real P. That was 2021. Y'all see where my mind was at in 2021 after I, you know, healed up and was ready to get back into the world. But that was Quarantine Clean, a mixture of my favorite instrumentals at that time. And before that, because some of them instrumentals are older. But those were the instrumentals that had like came to me, you know, as I was, you know, writing and just listening to a bunch of different instrumentals. I just went on and selected the ones that I did that spoke to me. But I appreciate everybody that pulled up to this live stream and rocked out with me, caught a vibe, and shared their thoughts and opinions about the music. For those that's going to watch the playback, thank you. You know what to do. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. OSD Live, aka Also Dope Live Reloaded, is the channel. Man, the support is tremendous. We're going to keep climbing. Let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to continue doing these reactions to the music, because I thought it would be a good idea to do lyric breakdowns and what went into actually making the songs. And of course, I want to do other videos, you know, to highlight those too as well. But let me know your thoughts in general down in the comment section below. I appreciate all the engagement, critiques, sharing your thoughts. It's all appreciated. Again, thank you. It means a lot. OSD Live Reloaded, y'all. You know, I love the way this channel is growing, and I just want to say thank you all for, you know, being on this journey with me. So shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to everybody that's been supporting. OSD Live Reloaded. Yes, sir, Charles. Appreciate that, bro.
Factuals.
Y'all continue to have a good rest of your day. I might come back live with the vertical. It all depends. However the mood strikes. But y'all continue to have a good rest of your day. Sending positive vibrations your way. OSD Live Reloaded. Gone.